If I gave $10,000 to two random people today, a year from now, one of them would probably have almost nothing left, while the other could already be building wealth. Same money, same economy, completely different future. Why? Because getting rich isn't just about how much money you make, it's about what your habits do with the money after you earn it. Every day, millions of Americans wake up, go to work hard, get paid, and somehow still feel broke. Not because they're lazy, not because they aren't trying. The real problem is most people never learn how money actually behaves. School teaches algebra, history, science, but almost nobody teaches how money quietly grows or quietly disappears. So here's my promise. Over the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you 7 money habits that quietly keep millions of people from building real wealth. And here's the challenge. Every minute, you'll learn one habit. Just give me 1 minute at a time, because even one of these habits could save you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. By the end of this video, you won't just think differently about money. You'll start making decisions like someone who's building wealth. One of the biggest myths about money is that wealthy people know some secret. They don't. Investor Warren Buffett once said, "Do not save what's left after spending. Spend what's left after saving." Notice what he didn't say. He never mentioned earning more. He talked about behavior, because behavior is what separates income from wealth. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed the moment someone gets a raise, many people immediately upgrade something, a bigger apartment, a newer phone, a nicer car? There's absolutely nothing wrong with buying nice things. Wealthy people buy beautiful homes. They drive luxury cars. They own premium watches. The difference isn't what they buy. The difference is when they buy it. Many wealthy people allow their investments, their businesses, or their assets to pay for those luxuries. Many consumers buy the luxury first, then spend years working to pay for it. One purchase is funded by wealth, the other is funded by future paychecks. That small difference changes everything, because assets keep producing income while debt keeps demanding income. Now here's something almost nobody tells you. The next habit doesn't just waste money. It tricks your brain into believing you're getting richer while you're actually becoming poorer. Imagine this. You finally get promoted. Your paycheck increases by $500 every month. It feels amazing. Now imagine 6 months later. You're driving a slightly nicer car. Your apartment costs more. You've added new subscriptions. You eat out more often. And somehow that extra $500 disappeared. This has a name: lifestyle inflation. Your income grows, but your spending grows even faster. Successful business owners often ask one simple question: how can this extra money create even more money? Most consumers ask a different question: what can this extra money buy? Same paycheck, different question, different future. The next time your income increases, don't upgrade your lifestyle first, upgrade your investments first. Many financially successful people follow a simple rule: 50% toward investing, 30% toward savings, and only 20% toward lifestyle upgrades. Because if your investments grow before your lifestyle can continue growing for decades. But even if you never make another dollar, there's one habit that quietly destroys more wealth than almost anything else. And chances are you've already done it this month. Your credit card feels harmless. You tap, you swipe, you move on. It doesn't even feel like spending, and that's exactly why it's dangerous. The psychologists call this the pain of paying. When you hand over cash, your brain immediately feels the loss. When you swipe a card, that feeling becomes much weaker, which often makes people spend far more than they originally planned. A credit card isn't extra income. It's tomorrow's paycheck arriving early with interest attached. And here's the part most people underestimate. Interest doesn't just take your money, it steals your future opportunities. Money that could have been invested, money that could have grown, money that could have bought freedom, instead ends up paying for yesterday's purchases. Before using a credit card, ask yourself one simple question: if I had to pay cash for this right now, would I still buy it? If the answer is no, you probably just saved yourself money. Imagine someone asked you this question right now. Exactly how much money did you spend last month on things you didn't actually need? Could you answer it? Most people can't. Not because they're irresponsible, because they're unaware. Money rarely disappears all at once. It disappears quietly. $8 here, $15 there, a late night online order, a subscription you forgot about, food delivery because you're tired, a coffee that felt harmless. None of these purchases seem expensive on their own, but together they quietly steal thousands of dollars every single year. Charlie Munger once said, the first rule of compounding is to never interrupt it unnecessarily. Most people think compounding only works when investing, but it also works in reverse. Every unnecessary purchase repeated hundreds of times compounds into financial stress. Every smart financial decision repeated consistently compounds into financial freedom. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, track every single dollar you spend, not to judge yourself, not to feel guilty, simply to understand yourself, because the truth is you can't improve what you never measure. And here's something surprising. The next habit has probably cost more people their financial future than all the previous habits combined. People often say, I'll invest when I make more money. I'll start next year. I still need to learn more. It sounds responsible, but here's the problem. Your biggest investment isn't money, it's time. Imagine two friends. Sarah starts investing $200 every month at 25 years old. James waits until he's 35, then invests $400 every month. James invests twice as much, but Sarah can still end up with more wealth. Why? Because money needs one thing more than anything else: time. That's why compound growth is so powerful. It quietly rewards people who start, not people who wait. You don't need thousands of dollars to begin. You need consistency. Even $20 invested every month does something incredible. It changes your identity. You stop telling yourself, I'll become an investor someday. Instead, you become one today, because every wealthy investor started with their first investment, not their biggest one. Life doesn't send warning emails. The car suddenly breaks down. The washing machine stops working. A medical bill arrives. Your hours at work get reduced. None of these moments ask for permission. But without savings, every emergency becomes debt. And debt creates something even more expensive: stress. Financially prepared people understand something that most people overlook. An emergency fund isn't designed to make you rich. It's designed to stop one bad week from turning into one bad year. Don't worry about saving $50,000. Start with your first $1,000. Because that first $1,000 creates something money can't buy: confidence. You stop fearing every unexpected phone call, every strange sound your car makes, every surprise expense. You begin sleeping better because you're no longer living one paycheck away from panic. And honestly, the final habit has nothing to do with how much money you earn, yet it quietly determines almost everything about your financial future. Let me ask you one last question. Why do you actually want more money? Seriously, not a bigger bank account, not a higher salary. Why? If your answer is, I don't really know, that's exactly where the problem begins. Because money without a purpose usually disappears without a purpose. Author Morgan Housel once wrote, doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are, and a lot to do with how you behave. Behavior always starts with purpose. Maybe your purpose is freedom. Maybe it's retiring early. Maybe it's paying off your parents' mortgage. Maybe it's making sure your children never experience the financial stress you went through. When your money has a mission, impulse purchases become much easier to ignore, because every unnecessary purchase now has competition: your future. Now take a step back for a second. Notice something. Not one of these habits required you to earn another dollar. That's because becoming wealthier isn't always about increasing your income first. It's about becoming the kind of person who manages money differently. Income creates opportunities, but habits decide what happens next. Most people spend years chasing higher salaries. Financially successful people spend years building better systems, because motivation fades, systems don't. A budget doesn't care how motivated you feel. Automatic investing doesn't depend on your emotions. Good habits continue working even on the days you don't feel like it. That's the quiet secret behind long-term wealth. Now imagine it's exactly 1 year from today. There are two possible versions of your future. In one, nothing changed. The same paycheck, the same stress, the same financial anxiety, the same excuses. In the other, you started tracking your spending. You built an emergency fund. You invested consistently. You avoided lifestyle inflation. You gave every dollar a purpose. And little by little, money stopped controlling your life because you finally learned how to control your money. Remember, real wealth is almost never built overnight. It's built one decision, one habit, and one day at a time. If this video gave you even one idea that changed the way you think about money, I'd love to hear from you. Which habit do you think costs people the most money? Tell me the number in the comments. And if there's a money habit that's helped you, or a lesson you wish someone had taught you years ago, share it below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. If you're serious about becoming smarter with your money, make sure you're subscribed, because this is only the beginning. I'll see you in the next